calls his Crip homies. I'm like, oh yeah, this ain't my mans. This ain't my mans. This is not my homie. You calling some to come fight for you? Knowing how this shit can go, knowing how far it can go, I wouldn't be surprised if this nigga was on the phone trying to put plays together to get me robbed, whatever the f. I don't know what the f this nigga got going on, but once he did that and he trying to call niggas on me, I'm like, nah, this not my homie.
We not homies. I'm gonna beat the shit out you. After I beat the shit out you, we not gonna be cool, nigga. Don't ever think we finna be cool. I said not. This is my bro, but after you talking about I'm not your bro, I made you, nigga, we'll never be cool, nigga. I'ma beat your ass up.
We finally got a real update on the whole DDG versus J Cinco situation, and now things are starting to actually make sense. J Cinco just went live, and he didn't waste a second getting straight to the biggest question everyone's been buzzing about. Did he really call the Crips on DDG? That's what everyone's been dying to know. If you're new to all this drama, here's the quick rundown. DDG and J Cinco used to be tight, like real friends, hanging out, making content, even planning a whole content house together. But now, that's done. Jay's out, the partnership's dead, and their friendship looks completely finished. According to DDG, this wasn't just some small disagreement or one of those friend fallouts that cool off later. Nah, this one hit deep. He straight up said it's permanent, no coming back from it, and the reason behind the whole mess, DDG claims J Cinco took things way too far and actually threatened to bring the Crips into the situation. That's wild if it's true. It's not just internet talk anymore. That kind of claim changes everything. The streets and the fans are both watching closely now, waiting to see who's really telling the truth.
I'm trolling this at this point, and then it get to a point where really make me say, like, you know what, I don't f with this no more. This got to talking gangster shit with me. Typing with only C's and shit. Replacing all the K's. And I'm like, who are you trying to bang on? To me, shit ain't even that deep. Even when he's saying the this and that, blah, 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 blah. It ain't even that deep to me. I'm like, bro, this shit really not that fucking deep. Let's just go get some 16-ounce gloves and let's just box this shit out. And we can hug it out afterwards. That's how I solved my problem. That's how real friends supposed to go. You fight, you get it out the way, and then we good.
When DDG first dropped that claim, most people didn't even question him. They just believed it right away. And honestly, if you've ever been around certain crowds in LA, you already know how this kind of thing goes. Some people out there don't play fair. They'll talk crazy online, send threats through stories or comments, and when it's time to meet in person, they pull up deep like a whole army for one single issue.
I told this nigga, hey, let's box this, get it over with. Boom, boom. I was just gonna tickle his nose a little bit, you know, jab, jab. Went that deep. I wasn't gonna try to hurt the little man. Like, I wouldn't even on there. I'm like, bro, you're not finna keep saying on the phone, I'm gonna beat your ass, I'm gonna do this and that, blah, 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 blah. And then you don't wanna. Ain't that gang culture, nigga? Don't y'all fight all the time? I'm like, this should be nothing but a walk in the park, nigga. Let's just box and run this bag up for capaholics, nigga. Let's just get this shit over with. It's not that deep. This calls his Crip homies. I'm like, oh yeah, this ain't my mans. This ain't my mans. This is not my homie. You calling some to come fight for you?
That's just how it moves in some parts of LA. You'll see folks ready to turn on each other in a heartbeat, quick to flex on their own people, but never keeping that same energy when it comes to outsiders. It's messy, it's loud, and it's way too common.
Knowing how this shit can go, knowing how far it can go, I wouldn't be surprised if this nigga was on the phone trying to put plays together to get me robbed, whatever the f. I don't know what the f this nigga got going on, but once he did that and he trying to call niggas on me, I'm like, nah, this not my homie.
So yeah, it's no surprise that when DDG said J Cinco threatened him, the internet ran with it instantly. But still, fair is fair. You can't just take one story and stamp it as truth without hearing the other side. People wanted Jay's version, not because they were defending him, but because everyone deserved to know what really happened behind the scenes. At the end of the day, both DDG and J Cinco have solid reputations. They were close once, real close. Hearing both sides wasn't about choosing who's right or wrong. It was about figuring out how a tight bond between two rising stars fell apart so fast.
At this point, you did get to a point where really made me say, like, you know what, I don't put this no more.
I had his bad game, like, in real, there ain't happened. What the fuck am I having for what? Internet beef?
I'm like,
beef for real, but it's not the streets, gang.
What you talking about? You're not finna bang on me. And then
I type like that all the time.
Across the line, bro. The following day.
Yeah.
Bro, I called T.O. because they all in the crib deliberating and shit. I called.
Yeah. This is what I really want to talk about. And if you would have listened to my video and not yap the whole time, he would have understood. He would have caught what I'm finna say.
Blah, 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 blah. This gonna say like, call your daddy.
Yeah.
When Jay Cinco finally spoke on the situation, his explanation wasn't as wild as people thought it would be, but it still raised eyebrows, because no matter how heated things get, calling a gang on someone just isn't cool, no matter the reason.
So I said, I made you. Yeah, I said it.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you saying Kai is this, what the f am I to you?
Yeah.
I gotta at least be your uncle or something.
And mind you, and this is, I know this is something he doesn't know how to do, and I take full accountability. You know what I'm saying? I apologize, because at the end of the day, you know, that wasn't right to say. I shouldn't have stooped to his level. You know, I should have remained calm-headed. That was my fault.
Now I gotta be your grandpa. I gotta be something to you. There ain't no way you popping it like that, right? That's what he said. So then, yeah, I said, I made you.
Yeah.
And then that's when he got to doing all this other. So we get on the phone, arguing back and forth. I told this, all right, we going back and forth. This is how I saw this man, right? To me, ain't even that deep. Even when he's saying the this and that, blah, 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 it ain't even that deep to me. I'm like, bro, this really not that deep.
Yeah.
Let's just go get some 16-ounce gloves.
Yeah.
And let's just box this out. And we can hug it out afterwards.
Yeah. And this is where he lied. You know what I'm saying?
Jay broke it down, saying DDG told him straight up that they were ops now, that their friendship was officially done, no fixing it. From that moment, Jay said he stopped seeing DDG as a homie and started treating him like an enemy. That kind of shift doesn't happen overnight, but emotions run high when pride and loyalty get mixed in. Still, let's not forget, these two have history. They were tight for years, traveling together, hitting parties, filming videos, and even working out with Deshae and the rest of the crew. So to suddenly flip that switch and start seeing everyone as enemies, that's a cold move.
Our last messages were, he told me, you for life, on the phone, that said, we not homies, I'm gonna beat the shit out you. After I beat the shit out you, we not gonna be cool, nigga. Don't ever think we finna be cool. All this, all that. So why is you making it seem like, oh, we could've just, I told him, let's just do 16 ounces. We just tickle his nose a little bit, and then we cool. No, man, you said some whole other. So, and then you said, I'm with all that. You said, I'm with all that, and all that, like, yeah, so, oh yeah, I don't know if he said it yet.
My problem, that's how real friends supposed to go. You fight, you get it out the way,
Yeah.
and then we good.
Yeah.
I told this nigga, hey, let's box this, get over with. Boom, boom. I was just gonna tickle his nose a little bit, you know,
Yeah.
jab. He went there deep. I wasn't gonna try to hurt the little man. Like, I wasn't even on there. I'm like, bro, you're not finna keep saying on the phone, I'm gonna beat your ass, I'm gonna do this and that.
Mind you, he's saying it like I said, I'm gonna beat your ass. Like, hey, I'm gonna beat your ass. Gang, you the one initiating this.
It's one thing to roll up with a couple close friends for safety, that's normal. But it's a whole different story when someone says, I'm calling the section, I'm calling the Crips. That's not about defense anymore. That's about sending a message, and it takes things to a dangerous level fast. Even with Jay's reasoning, it's tough to defend that kind of escalation. Some lines, once crossed, can't be walked back, and this might be one of them.
You feel me? And I told bro, I literally said, and when he said, I'm gonna let it get to it.
And then you don't want to. Hey,
I never said I didn't want to. I always said I'm never turning on no fade, brother. Like, that's overly that, brother. I've been said that, brother.
don't y'all fight all the time? I'm like, this should be nothing but a walk in the park. Let's just box and run his bag up for Capaholics.
Yeah.
Just get this over with. It's not that.
But he don't need money, gang. He's not money hungry. Why? Like, run the bag up for Capaholics, but brother, mind you, bro just said, I don't need money. I'm full. I'm full, gang. I'm full. Like, he don't need no money, gang.
And here's the thing, this whole situation hit different because Jay Cinco has always been seen as one of the real ones. He's carried himself with that old school energy, discipline, loyalty, and respect. He's always come off like someone who grew up around real values and stood on principle. So for him to get mixed up in something like this, man, that caught a lot of people off guard. Fans felt let down because they never expected this type of drama from him. But at the same time, if you've spent real time in LA, you know this mentality runs deep in the culture. Out there, handling your candle, meaning fighting one-on-one, that isn't really how people operate anymore. A lot of dudes believe power comes from numbers, not standing alone. They see solo fights as risky instead of respectable, and that mindset has shaped how a whole generation moves.
This caused his Crip homies.
Ooh.
This ain't my mans. This ain't my mans.
I'm not your man. You just told me I wasn't your mans, though, brother. You just said I wasn't your mans, brother. Now when I call the bros, it's like, nah, he not my man's brother. The reason why I called the bros is, my everybody bowed down to you. When I got into it with you, my
So what ends up happening? They pull up with the crew every time. They act like they're Tank Davis in the ring, but half of them can't last 5 seconds in a real fade. They talk big online, throw threats around, and then when they lose, suddenly 20 homies want to jump in, or worse, someone reaches for a weapon. It's a wild, toxic cycle that's become way too normal out there. There's even a saying in LA, I don't give fair fades to enemies. Basically, no one-on-ones, no fairness, just numbers and pressure. And honestly, that explains a lot about how Jay Cinco was thinking. He's only 23, still young, and he grew up surrounded by that exact mindset. Nobody around him was teaching that standing alone could actually make you stronger than standing in a crowd.
I'm not like I don't even feel comfortable. Now I feel like if something happened, gang, ain't nobody riding for me. That's how I personally felt. So I'm gonna pull up with my bros. That don't mean my bros gonna do anything to you, brother. Mind you, that's why he apologized last time, cause I brought the bros. We was supposed to link up at the video. We was doing our video and we got into it. We was finna squabble, and I always say this anytime. I say I'ma squabble you first, and then my bro want a bag fade off you. Yeah, like that's how that's how we do it.
Jay even explained that one reason he wanted DDG to fight his homies was the age difference. DDG's 28 and Cinco's 23. In his eyes, that made it uneven. But let's keep it real. Once you're in your 20s, that 5-year gap doesn't mean much. You're both grown men, capable of standing on your own 2 feet. So using age as an excuse to bring him back up, that doesn't really hold up. Still, Jay insists that DDG has a habit of picking on younger guys, and that's what sparked the whole fight my homies talk in the first place.
If any feel away, you can squabble my bro. He right here. That's just how we do, brother. You feel me? You want to talk about Mr. Crip and Mr. this and all this Crip. So when I bring the Crips out, so, oh, it's not my man's, this not my, nah, it's a problem, gang. No, I was gonna squabble you, that wasn't no problem, but I also wanna see you squabble a nigga your age. Like, I wanna see you squabble a 27, 28, I wanna see you squabble it. Like, all this popping you do to us, squabble one of these. I wanna see how you get one of these. You feel me? Cause all this popping to me, to yo, and all that, I wanna see you pop it to these.
Later on, Jay Cinco admitted that once everything cooled off, he made the call to his people and told them to stand down. And that move changed everything. He realized it wasn't worth taking things that far. Honestly, that's a solid grown decision, especially for someone his age in the spotlight with pressure coming from every direction. Most guys in that position would have let pride and ego drive the car. They'd rather prove loyalty than think about the bigger picture. But Jay did the opposite. He took a step back, thought about what could really go wrong, and chose peace over chaos. That's growth right there. Because once you bring hungry wolves into your business, dudes who have nothing to lose, things can spiral out of control fast.
Cause last time when I was bringing these, you apologized. Oh, I'm sorry, niggas ain't pull up to the video for an hour. You feel me? Like, gang, you feel me? Like, gang, don't pop all this street and I'm with all that. You say you with all the extras. Then the nigga bring all the extras, turns out you're not with none of the extras. You feel me? But that's why I said that in my video, I said, hold on. In my video, I said sometimes when I wanna go here, I wanna go here because I felt disrespected, right? I said this.
Jay showed wisdom that most don't have at 23. It's so easy to get caught up in that LA mentality where reputation and image come before peace and progress. But stepping back, that takes real strength. It shows he's learning that not every battle deserves a response, especially when fame and pride are fueling it. Jay Cinco's still young, and as he travels and sees more of the world, he's gonna realize that the LA street code doesn't apply everywhere. What earns you respect on one block might earn you trouble somewhere else. That mindset might look like power, but it never brings peace, just more confusion and conflict.
But I got into it with T.O., I got into a lot of niggas, you feel me, whatever. And I literally had to calm myself down. I'm like, you know what? And one thing I do say, I do apologize. I do apologize. And I'm not saying that like, this is my bro, but after you talking about I'm not your bro, you I made you, nigga, we'll never be cool, nigga. I'ma beat your ass. I thought beat your ass, we not cool. Like, gang, you don't just like, you like, why would I like, come on, brother, like, come on, gay. Like, you acting like we just cool or something, brother. Like, you feel me? Like, I'm gonna squabble off the dribble. I'm not never saying no squabble for me. That's never what I said, gang. I'm squabbling a nigga off the dribble. You feel me? Like, and if you don't want to squabble, bro, just tell bro, turn down the fade. Like, oh, you don't want to squabble. Cool. But I want my there. You feel me? I feel comfortable with these here. You feel me? Because I don't trust certain. You feel me? I don't trust gang.
There's no reason to ever say, my homies gotta catch a fade first before I fight you. That's not loyalty. That's just ego in disguise. And that kind of thinking keeps too many young men stuck in the same loop that ruins so many lives. At least now, it seems like both sides have cooled off. Whether they ever make peace again, that's on them. But one thing's clear, this whole situation was a lesson for everyone watching. It showed how quickly friendship can flip when pride, fame, and street rules collide. So what do you think about this whole situation? Was DDG right for cutting ties, or did J Cinco get misunderstood? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, hit that like button, share this video, subscribe for more updates, and I'll see you on the next one.